Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Odin, and today we're going to try How to Survive 2. This is a zombie survival crafting RPG, and it's kind of really heavy on the RPG elements. It's not quite so heavy on just sitting around in your shack forever once you've built it and just killing zombies forever. There's actually quests and stuff. It's a very visually striking game. I really like that. I've been playing it for several hours just to figure it out, and there was a lot of key concepts that took me a kind of a long time to figure out. So if you haven't played the game, hopefully I can save you some trouble by explaining those to you. So anyway, we're going to start a new game. Go with a new camp. Here's a little quick look at the controls for you there, in case you're wondering. Alright, so we'll start a new profile here. Alright, so basically what's going on is it's post-apocalyptic or post-zombie apocalypse, obviously, and there's some guy named Kovac, as you can see here. And he has basically set up this big underground network of these kind of like vault things, and he's kind of the main quest giver. Alright, so he's given us some tips here. Press tab to open your map, and we'll get to that in just a second. So this is the open world, by the way. It is an open world game, but it's kind of confusing. This is one of those key concepts I was talking about, is when you do quests or missions, they're always instanced, and they don't take place in the actual open world. But there's still tons of stuff to do in the open world, and you can find other quest givers in the open world, but when you take the quest, it's an instance. And so at first I was a little confused about, is this really open world? But it is. That was one thing that was kind of strange. Anyway, this is where you start out. You got this transmitter, like, what the hell? And so here's Kovac. And this is basically how you start your first quest here. Okay, let's see here. Alright, so here's our first quest. Here's our quest giver, Kovac. Here's the quest. Alright, so he doesn't want to just invite me down into his bunker when he doesn't know if I'm a shitbag. Alright, so he's going to test me, basically. Alright, so he wants me to go in the forest, kill a bunch of zombies. Grab some herbs. And that's cool. Alright, so we've got our objectives here. Now here's one thing that's important, is you can increase your quest level so that you get extra XP. And XP is very important. I don't know if it's a good idea to increase the quest level here at the very beginning. But I'm going to I'm going to increase it just by 1, just to get a little extra XP here. Alright, so all I got to do is kill 5 infected, find 2 herbs, that's secondary. We'll start it. So we're loading up an instance. So again, this is what the thing that initially confused me. I was like, wait a minute, I thought this was open world. What's all this instance stuff? But it's just for the quests. Alright, so as you can see, we've got a bat. And, I mean, it gets the job done here in the beginning. Let me show you a few things, actually, before I move on. Again, in case you're unfamiliar. So we press X to get to our main character menu. This is our inventory, our paper doll. Now up here, the leveling up thing really confused me. I'll get back to this in a minute, but here's the general idea. You can level up essentially, well, there's more, but you can level up 3 primary things. Your character, your camp, and your skills. This is where you level up your character. You can see I need 249 XP to get to my next level. This is how much I have right now. And then it says your camp is too low to level up. Now this is one of the things I struggled with to understand, but I figured it out. Your player character level can only go as high as your camp level. So my camp level is 1, so my character cannot level up to level 2. The camp has to be the first thing to go. However, the recommended order that you should go in, according to most of the videos I've watched, is you should worry about leveling up your skills first, then level up your camp, then level up your character. I think that's the order. But the thing is, the more you level up your camp, the more dangerous the zombies around your camp get. So yeah, it's an interesting balance, but I'll show you how all that works soon enough. Oh, I was also going to just show the bat there. And there's also combos that you can look at by pressing escape. You go to the list of combos, and depending on the weapon you select, you can basically left click once, left click twice, 3 times, hold on the third, hold on 1, or sprint and hit someone. And the holding attack is always very satisfying, but it takes like 2 seconds to wind up, so you got to be careful. Here's a medicinal herb. We use that with cloth to make bandages. That's going to be very, very important. Alright, so, and you learn more recipes as you upgrade elements in your camp. So you start off with a certain amount of recipes, and we'll see that. Alright, and then he tells you about, obviously, encumbrance. But right, so real quickly, hopefully they won't attack me. If we go to the crafting screen, you can see these are the available recipes we have right now. They're red because I don't have those things. And again, once you build structures in your camp and upgrade them, you get access to more and more recipes. So, and you can hit multiple zombies with a single melee attack, which I love. There's also finishing moves. They usually drop stuff, like here, a chocolate bar. You do have to keep your hunger and thirst regulated. There's the hunger percentage, there's the thirst. Here's our encumbrance. And there's verticality in this game, which is awesome. And you use your sprint button to climb. So that's a box of nails. You can see our objectives up here in the top right. Now here's the sprint attack, which is particularly strong, but I'm weak right now, so it doesn't make that big of a difference. And here's the holding attack. As you see, the wind-up is slow, but it's usually pretty satisfying. Alright, here's a big piece of wood. We'll need these eventually. Oh, I forgot to check the map. There it is. Now, I changed the opacity of the map to make it really kind of hard to see because it gets really distracting, but you can change this. If you go to Options, here's your map transparency right here. I'll make it a little more opaque, just so it's a little easier to see. But you can see that's the idea. It's kind of like Diablo style, but again, it kind of distracts me. That's why I wanted to make it as transparent as possible. Also, the really good thing is your quest items show up with that exclamation point, so there's our second medicinal herb. So we've done everything we're supposed to do. So to exit an instance, this is cool. You can just get right out of it using the tilde key. So there we go. So confirm the quest. Now we've got our XP. And so normally this is where I'd be like, well, how the hell do I spend these points? But I've got it figured out, and we'll show you that in just a second. Okay. So he's telling me about the XP right here. So now it's time. Whatever. So again, I want to do skills first, and once I feel a little better about my skills, then we'll start upgrading the camp, then myself, alright? So my melee expert definitely needs to go up. You can see I've only got 3,000 XP. Oh, I didn't turn in the quest. Hold on a second. Or did I? No, I didn't. Okay, so he's saying, alright, now I'm going to let you in because now I know you're not an asshole somehow. So he wants me to come in here. Or wait, not yet. That's right. He wants me to check out the camp. Alright, so you see down there, press C for your camp menu. And there's the camp level. That's that third thing I was telling you about. Now, there is a tutorial video. You can watch it, but it's still not going to tell you everything you need to know. So, here in the camp menu, I could put some XP into this. Here's the crafting for the camp. Alright, and these are the only two things I have available. I don't have the supplies for them. Again, once we level up the camp, things will change. Back here, I thought I was going to get a bunch more XP for that quest. I don't understand. Anyway, let's go back here. Okay, so now we've got another quest, and this is called First Time in the City. And so he's going to put us in another instance this time, but this time we're going to the city to look for, I believe, some oil. Yeah, he's trying to let me into his bunker here, but it won't open, so he's like, go to town and get me some oil. Alright, so again, I'm going to increase this level just by 1. And, oh no, okay, so we were getting just a little, we did get our XP, but it was just a little. Alright, that's fine. So we'll start. Alright, so after this quest, this is technically the second quest. After this, I'll tell you about another thing that's kind of strange design-wise about the game right here. And I know I keep like talking about these caveats here, but the game really is fun. And I'm just trying to make it as clear as possible because I was very confused. Yeah, literally for hours while I was trying to figure this out. Okay, so here we are in this instance with the town. Got a new map right here. Again, we're looking for oil, so we have to find the store as it tells you up here. We can also find some water and corned beef, and that would be good. Alright. So the reason... Normally you can kill the zombies like with this strong hit, like in one hit, but remember I leveled up the quest to 2, so the zombies are a little bit more difficult. If I put some points into my melee expert thing, it might level things out again. So we're going to go back to skills, and we're going to level that up twice. Well, it's not leveled up until you go through 4 of them, but you get the idea. So our melee attacks are going to do more damage now, which is fantastic. Alright, and I have the damage turned on just so you can see it up there. I honestly wasn't paying attention to the damage a second ago, so I can't really compare it because I'm an idiot. But alright, let's do the sprint attack. There's also finishing moves. Let me see if I can Get one of these here. Yep, comes up, says F. And there's different moves depending on, you know, the weapon and the situation. But it's always very satisfying. Oh, there's also a different... Whoa, hold up. There's also varying levels of zoom, and of course, noise brings the zombies to you. But I can zoom in one more time, and there's actually one more after this. I believe, yeah, so you zoom in really close. But I like to have this wider view so that I can see what the hell is going on. As you get to higher level zombies, you'll find zombies that start sprinting after you, and that kind of sucks. So you always want to be available. You always want to be aware. So it just told us our objective is updated, so this must be the DIY store. Another finisher right there. Luckily the other zombie is nice enough to let us do our thing. Oh, I took a hit there, not good. And yes, there are of course ranged weapons, which we will get to. Here's a medicinal herb, which I don't want to pass up. And that reminds me, pick up this cloth, I do need to start making bandages. Let me make some real quick, actually. Alright, I can make 3. No, I can make 1. Well, that's fantastic. Anyway, you use Q and E to switch through your stuff down here, and use Control to access it or use it. Let me check my... The food and hunger isn't so bad right now, but I'm still going to eat this chocolate bar. Hold down Control. And as you can see, that fixed the hunger. I think a lot of times it actually does give you a little bit of hydration too, depending on what it is. I know blackberries will hydrate you. Wooden board, we're going to pick this stuff up. Now, there's the oil. That's very good. Bits and pieces of lead, that'll come in handy later. Okay, see if there's anything else for us to pick up down. Oh, yeah, okay, there's that. Now, this lead figurine, that's used for something, but I still don't know what. And it just takes up space and encumbrance right now, so I don't want to worry about it. Steel springs will be helpful. So we've got our main objective. We could leave if we wanted to. But I want to find the other two, the corned beef and the bottle of water. One of them is in here, and I'm missing it, because you can see that exclamation point is. Where is that? Was it upstairs? That's the one thing I don't understand. Well, I don't think there's a way to tell if something is upstairs or downstairs based on that. Oh, it was up here. That's the bottle of water. Sweet. Now we just need corned beef. It's not in this building, so we're going to have to go somewhere else. Oh, there was a screwdriver. You can use that to pick locks. Pick that up for sure. Look at the map. Let's go this way. And I don't mind engaging these zombies because I like the XP. Okay, so basically I can run around and keep checking my map, and I will see the exclamation point if I'm anywhere near that corned beef. But I need cloth too. To make those bandages, by the way, you need a cloth and a medicinal herb. You may need more than one of those, but that's why I'm always picking up medicinal herbs and pieces of cloth, which usually come from zombies. Check my map real quick. There doesn't appear to be anything over here, but I'll still beat a few zombies back to death. Okay. The map ends right there. Yeah, so the instanced mission thing means that you don't necessarily get the open world feel so much in these missions, but it's okay. Because again, there is an open world, you just gotta get to it. And it seems like the game is kind of hanging up on me every now and again here, and I have not experienced that before. I don't know what that is. I don't know why it's doing that. Is that the corned beef? I would check my map. Oh, that was dumb. Yeah, it's not worth it using the charged attack right now because it's not enough to kill them in one shot, and that's really the only time I want to use it. Yeah, and you see there's actually multiple cans of corned beef, which is good because we want to eat them. There was 2 of them. Alright, so now we got everything, but we can't go back to the camp until we kill the zombie that's attacking us. Alright. There we go. Alright, so I mentioned I was going to talk about something after this particular quest, and that is one of the things that you do now is you have to get to level 2 to open up your next quest, or either your next quest or the one right after the next one. And usually the best way to do that is to keep repeating these first quests you get. And it doesn't make sense to me. Like, why not just have a bunch of quests in a quest line that get you to the next level like you need to be, instead of having to repeat the same quest over and over? I don't know. But anyway, now we can get in. Or no, well, we have to talk here first.
Great, you found some. Anything. Thank you.
Alright, so I slid the oil down to him through some hatch apparently, and so now we can enter the bunker. Now the bunker is where it's kind of like a travel hub. There's going to be entrances to the bunker all over the open world, so that you can kind of get to it quickly, and then once you're in the bunker, you can use this choose your destination thing, and this will fill up with stuff eventually, to go fast travel between places, which is cool. So the bunker's got free stuff that respawns all the time, which is very cool, so I'm going to pick that stuff up for now. And we're going to go talk to Kovac.
I finally get to see you in the flesh.
Alright, so here's the first quest we get from him down here in the bunker, but we can still redo that other quest that we did for him up at the top if we access it from up there. Okay.
I've already told you how dangerous it is.
Okay, so you want to eat or drink, that's what he's telling you, or eat and drink.
To guard against them.
And then you need a camp, so he's saying start building a trunk, right?
So, I'll explain.
You need wood, rope, and fabric.
Wood and fabric.
You can find wood and fabric in the forest, like in the open world. Rope is hard to come by around here, so he says look in a swamp, and that happens to be the quest instance.
But whatever. I mean, outside.
Okay, so he's telling me, but first, before the quest, go make my trunk.
Long lost, you'll find what good lucks.
Or actually, yeah, we do have to take the quest first. Alright, so again, I want you know what, I'm going to leave it on quest level 1 just this time. And you can see these are going to be our rewards. Okay, so again, we're going into an instance. Now, the instances will become less and less frequent. We'll spend more time in the open world later, but it takes a bit to get there, and that's, again, one of those design decisions that I just find a little confusing. Alright, so now if I charge my attack, I can knock a bitch's head right off. See, now, if I were higher skilled and everything, I could still increase the quest level and still knock people's heads off. But, like, right now, I had to do it to make it happen, because I'm weak. But there really is nothing quite so satisfying. Okay. You'll notice that there are quest items here, yeah. So, we need cloth. We've got 3 so far. Here's a can of peas, another can of peas. There's something else here, and it's a piece of cloth. Alright? Now, let me check. Our thirst is not looking so good. But we got a bottle of water, and we will drink it. And it's up to 99%. So we've got that covered. Going back to the map, ooh, we got something we need up here, and you see we need big piece of wood and braided rope also, and if we kill a deer, that's good, but I did not make a bow yet, so that's not going to happen. Yeah, he's just going to run away from me, and that's that. Okay, big piece of wood. Get over here. I love that so much. Okay. Now, another thing I like, as you'll notice here, is this kind of transparency or whatever it is, that, you know, the branches and everything disappear in this little circle while you're crossing behind them, and that's very helpful. I thought that was a really smart decision. Alright, I don't want that mushroom right now. Get the hell out of here. Should have picked up that cloth. What am I thinking? I mean, I already have what oh, that's a bracelet. I already have what I need, but I could still always take more. Oh, I misjudged that one. Alright, we'll do this combo. Now, he's already dead before it's time for the combo to finish. That's fine. Okay. Now, I kind of want to move a little more quickly and not try to kill every single zombie. I want to find my quest objectives. So that is what I'm going to do. Or try to do, anyway. I don't know where the objectives are going to be. I don't know if they're randomly generated, honestly. I think in the quest it might be the same layout each time, even though the loot would be randomly generated. I don't know. Alright, we'll need those coins eventually. More wood. This white shroud flower, I don't have a high enough level to make use of it in crafting, so I'm just not picking it up right now, because I don't want to... I mean, it doesn't weigh a lot, but I still don't want to take up inventory space. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we got all the wood, now we need braided rope, and that usually is in a structure. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me craft... I can only craft 1 damn dressing? Oh, but we can't make the... Oh, I can make more, but we can make the improved baseball bat, so let's do that real quick. We got some decent XP, so we could... Let's slow down the rate at which our hunger gauge decreases, that's important. Same thing with the thirst gauge. Okay, so go to our inventory. Improved baseball bat. Oh, it was already equipped. But as you can see, we got a bat with nails in it, and it does more damage. Ah, yes, here's a structure. We should find our braided rope here. Again, that's the shift, you know, the sprint, and it's, oh, there's some blackberries. I need these. Love me some blackberries. Some more wood. The wood weighs a lot, obviously, but we'll be alright because we'll use a lot of it. Too early. Oh, no, I got him. Alright. Oh, that's so satisfying. It really is. Oh, that sucked. Oh, man, I'm so slow right now. This sucks. Anyway, let me use... Well, I don't want to use my dressing yet. It's the only one I have. Piece of cloth. Here's one of our braided ropes. That's actually all we needed. Now, again, we could kill the deer, but I don't... It's not easy without a bow, so we're going to have to make one. I just want to see if there's anything in here. And there is. Orange juice, baby. Oh, and some more braided rope. Alright, so let's go ahead and exit the quest. Okay, so what I was saying earlier about having to repeat the quest, you can either repeat this quest I just did, or the one we did on the surface, where you go into town to find the water and stuff. Like, you have to repeat these a bunch of times to kind of level yourself and your camp up to level 2 before more quests start appearing, and I thought that was kind of strange, but once you understand that, it's fine.
Great. Your food is a bit... I'll explain everything, then you get back to the surf. It shouldn't...
Alright, so he wants me to go back up to the surface and start my camp. So my camp is like my home, obviously. And you can make, as far as I can tell, you can make multiple ones all over the open world, but obviously for me it makes sense to just make a single one. So we're going to go right back out here. Alright, so, yes, you press C to do this. Alright, I think that where we're going to set up will probably be... Generally, you want an area that's, well, at least in my opinion, that's got few entrances, or few, you know, you want choke points, you want trees in the way, because eventually when you start building a fence, you want to get the fence in the way. But, I'm just going to go over, here and do it right here. Alright, so you press C to go to your camp menu. We need to craft a trunk. We just did, now it's in this inventory, now we select it, and we place it. And a lot of the restrictions sometimes make no sense to me, but there we go. So, we've got a trunk. Now he's telling me you can upgrade them to get more recipes and stuff, but again, the more advanced they are, the more likely they are to draw the zombie hordes to you, and that usually happens at night. Alright, so I can access the trunk, open it, I can upgrade it from here, destroy it, repair it. Now you see again, the camp is too low of a level for me to level any of this stuff up, because everything is restricted by the camp level. But I could put stuff in here, the trunk, as you can see. But that's right, so this is kind of the first piece of our camp. Now, again, here's where you kind of start repeating quests so that you can bulk your XP up. So the first thing I'm going to do is go back to my skills and use all the XP I have right now on some skills. So I want Melee Expert there. So we leveled that up, and we can't mess with this again until we're level 5, character level 5. We can do one more. I'm going to do Appetite of a Bird just to slow down hunger once again. We can make some dressings. A lot of them, actually, and that's very good because we're going to need every single one of them. Now, I want to make the silencer into this bow. I don't have the machete, but... Oh, I don't need the machete for that, but I need nylon thread and a stick. Alright. So again, this is the open world. I could go through here, and you can see my trunk is on the map now. And we can go around and we can find things, but a lot of times, certain items are not available out here. You have to find them in a quest. So that's why I'm going to go back. Oh, you piece of shit. I'm going to go back. Let's use one of those dressings. You see I got my health back. But we're going to have to repeat some quest action. But first let me scavenge a few more things I skipped over. So Kovac tells you that he's got like some stuff that you can use to upgrade your weapons. And basically it's over here in this room. So we've got the machete, which is both a weapon and a tool, which is fan-damn-tastic. There's the nylon thread we needed. Springs, there's some lead-tipped bullets. Alright, now let's look again. The silencer, we're missing a stick. Now I can find a stick out in the open world, but I can probably find one in this quest again. So here's the idea. So let's repeat. Now you see, we can't do this next quest until our camp is level 2. So like there's literally no more new quests you can do until you're at camp level 2, but you don't want to just level your camp up, you want to level yourself, your skills. So that's why there's the necessity to repeat this early quest. And again, you can do this one or the one up on the surface. I'm going to do this one again.
I've already told, but
And what I'm going to do is raise the quest level.
He goes bad. I mean, one you'll find good luck.
This time I'm going to raise it to something ridiculous, quite frankly. We'll go to 4. I can go up to 5 right now, I think. Oh, I can go higher than that. Okay, well, no, we're going to go to 4. You can see we're going to get a lot of XP if we can pull this off. So the zombies don't just get, like, more difficult or more hardy. We also get different types of zombies, and you'll see some familiar things if you've played any zombie games, like the huge fat-ass zombies that blow up, that kind of thing. Gotta love that improved baseball bat. Right. Okay. I don't need these mushrooms. They don't weigh a lot. I'll pick it up. I got our braided rope, cloth. Now remember, the thing I need is a stick. And I may or may not find a stick on this quest, but we're mainly doing it for the XP anyway. Got another bottle of water. Okay, let's get out here. What is this? That's a piece of cloth. I'll take it. That's that white shroud flower that I can't use till I'm like level 5. Oh, I've never managed to hit that thing with melee before. Alright, so here's one of the big fat-ass zombies. And yeah, they will explode and they will kill the shit out of you. One thing, it's really difficult. You have to watch them because they blow up really quickly. One of the things I like to do is to aggro a bunch of zombies and then get one of those dudes to blow up to kill all the zombies. And I'm going to try that right now just for the hell of it. Sometimes I end up just getting killed in the blast myself. But it's really funny when you make it work. So let me see if I can. There we go. He's still got a piece of me. But they slowed me down with those attacks, so I couldn't get completely out of the way. And obviously I'm going to need to use, well, 2 dressings this time. Alright, so enough of that nonsense. Let's get back to tracking down the stuff we need just to end this quest, and hopefully we'll find a stick, but if we don't, we can live with it. That's a big piece of wood, medicinal herb, more big pieces of wood and herbs. Luckily that's what we need here. Whoops, I just jumped right over that. Oh man, that attack is so slow. I've got to be smarter about that. How come I can't hit him? Oh, he's like, this is bullshit. Run. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, braided rope. Cloth. What else do we need? We still need braided rope and we still need wood. Or, oh, there's the rope. We got lots of that damn rope. Right, so now we just need 2 more big pieces of wood, right? Yeah. Again, that's the shift and attack combo. That's why it's killing him in 1 hit, even though it's not really a combo. I guess the running part is the combo. Anyway. That's just a quick way to dispatch them. Okay, still not seeing the exclamation point on the map. Oh, there will be one here. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so the other thing I didn't discuss is the green bar under my health. That's your stamina, and that will refuse to refill if you start suffering from hunger and thirst. Alright, so we need 1 more big piece of wood. I'm just going to leave the map open, and we're going to... Oh, there. Look, there's a bunch of them here. Oh, god damn! How does that keep happening? Alright. Again, we're not going to mess with the deer this time. Now, you see we have to kill nearby enemies or run away before we can exit the instance. There we go. Alright. Now, I had the possibility of making a certain amount of XP. There was like a max possibility, but then there's what I actually got, so I won't have as much as I expected. So, yeah, we did repeat the quest, so we have to go back up here to finish it. We have to make another trunk. And what I'll do is I'll just make it and then I'll destroy it. Just because I don't need a second one. Alright, so go over here. Oh, what the hell? And you too. But here's another big piece of wood. I need a stick, damn it. Where is my trunk? Oh, it's further south. Okay, so I'll just set the other one up here. So we go to C, we go to crafting, we make a trunk, pull it out of the inventory here, place it, and so that will complete that quest. I'll actually just leave it here for a second. Like I said, I will break it down. And again, I need a stick. Let's, real quick, let me go to my logbook. No, that's not where I wanted to go. I want to... I'm trying to... There's a way that it tells me... I think it's in the crafting screen. It tells you where you're likely to find stuff. Yeah, well, like this says right here, mostly found in a quest, like for that item. Now, the stick, it doesn't say that, so I'm guessing the stick should be anywhere. Let's look around real quick. I'm going to try to avoid the zombies and not bother... Well, actually, now I'm thinking about it, let me use some of my XP real quick on some more skills. Actually, this is how you break it down by category. It's kind of faster. More stamina. Let's finish this off. There we go. So those two, that's good. Alright, I can actually start working on the camp next with XP. So we're going to need more XP. We're going to need to do a quest. But again, I need a stick right now, because I want a bow before I go any further. I'm finding everything but sticks. It's that white shroud flower. How are we doing on... Damn it. I need to eat and drink. Blackberries should take care of both, but I don't have to do that right now. Let me eat the can of peas. Disgusting. And then orange juice. Alright, that's better. That's a big piece of wood. That's not a stick. Oh, there's a stick. No, that was an herb. I'm sorry. I got excited. Alright, so... I find it kind of strange that I haven't found another entrance into Kovac's bunker yet, because they're usually, like, really, like, all over the place. Oh, what the hell is this? Some abandoned campsite or something. Nothing of use here, sadly. Not what I meant to do. Again, please, just give me a stick. Keep going this way. We're getting lots of medicinal herbs, though, so that's a good thing. Actually, we're getting a shitload of them. I like that. Here's another entrance. So this will be on the map, and when we leave the bunker next time, and if we choose, like, choose your destination, we could basically come out right here if we wanted to. So it is kind of like a checkpoint. And again, I'm totally dumbfounded by the lack of sticks. I know I'm not going to find sticks on the quest that takes you into the city for the oil. But I find it odd that I haven't come across any sticks yet. We're going to keep looking, though. There's a stick. Shit. At last. Okay. Hopefully no zombies attack me while I'm trying to do this. Alright, so the silencer, we've just made it. Now we're going to need arrows. We can do that. That takes the big piece of wood and the machete, which we have. You see it makes 20 at a time. I think 160 should be good for now. So, we can carry... I think there's actually a total of 3 weapon slots, but I could be wrong. But there's mainly 2. And I'm going to use the machete instead of the baseball bat, so I'm going to actually put the bow where the improved baseball bat is. So here's the silencer. You see that gives us the slot for our ammo. I think it's already in there, but I'll do that anyway. Alright, so now we've got a bow. Okay, so the idea with the range stuff here is you hold down the right mouse button to aim, and you basically hold it down for a certain amount of time, and your aim will kind of zero in. You see that? And that's a headshot. And that is awesome. And you get your arrow back. Now, I still don't know if you get all your arrows back, like if you put like 3 arrows into a zombie, but I know you get at least 1 back. But sometimes when they're running at you, you don't have time to get that aim on, and so you'll hit them with an arrow, but they won't die because it wasn't a precise headshot. So that's just something you got to consider. Oh, here's an abandoned train car. Alright, so what I want to do now is get back to the... Ooh, lump of coal. Get back to the bunker so that we can repeat a quest at a higher level and get some more XP so that we can level up our camp. Box of nails. And again, there's usually so many more entrances. There's one. Alright. So, let me see what else he's got, if there's anything else to pick up for the second. None, doesn't look like. Alright. So we go back here, choose destination. There's our 2 trunks. So I want... I wonder if I want to do the city. No, I don't want to do the oil one again. I want to do, one more time, we're going to do this one with where you have to collect the wood and make the trunk. And again, I'm just doing this so that I can get enough XP to level all of my things properly so that we can get our camp to level 2. And we're ready to do that after this quest. I wish there was a faster way of skipping the dialogue here. Alright, this time we're going to go to 6. That's as high as it'll let us go. And remember, I'm level 1 right now, so I'm really asking for it. This could be fairly difficult. Don't have a line of sight on him. That's why it's crossed out. Now I do. Now remember, they're level 6, so that took 2 headshots to kill him. Took 2 again. Alright, now switch to our machete. I should... Whoop, oh, I didn't know you could get in through there. I should take advantage... First I need to make some dressing if I can. I should take advantage of... You know what? I totally lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was telling myself to take advantage of. That's not good. But whatever. Okay. Oh, I left something up there. A quest item. Oh, it was the piece of cloth. That's right. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I need to take advantage of the executions, the finishing moves. Oh, oh, man, I wasn't even thinking. I should have used my bow on him. Anyway. Let's get back to the bow, speaking of. Now, what we don't want are the dudes running at us. We don't want those zombies. Alright, no quest items nearby. Oh, there's my arrow. I do want to get my arrows back if I can. Okay, so we got all the cloth. We just need wood and braided rope now. Shit! Yeah, so here's one of the... That usually doesn't happen, but I'm dead. Okay, so what happens, as you can see, when you're dying is certain things happen, like my reward XP goes down by 10%. Which is bullshit, but anyway, we're still in this quest, so we're going to keep going. Now this thing is always here. This is always the same. There will be a elk up here. Well, I don't know if the elk will be here now because we're reloading into the instance. It's not a totally new instance now, it's gone. But honestly, I've been so focused on what I'm saying that I haven't been paying attention to see if the layout is similar each time or if it's the same. I don't remember if there was a place right here one time, the last time, so I don't know. I think it is changing slightly each time. Here's a big piece of wood. Ooh, and another one. Good, thank you. So when we go into this close combat, I should switch to my machete here. Missed. Can't believe I got killed in 2 hits by that one zombie. It's so stupid. Alright, open up, please. There's our braided rope. Can of peas. Orange, love that orange juice. Okay, so all I need now is one more of the big pieces of wood. I should have killed the deer, but I'm an idiot. Let's see. Come on, just give me the big piece of wood so we can get out of here. And there's one. Well, now we're kind of in trouble. Fuck! They do so much damage because the difficulty I put them on, I didn't think it was going to be that bad. Okay, where... Oh, I guess I did need one more piece of cloth. Okay, now all we need is the wood. Oh, I hate you running pieces of shit, man. Making me waste all my damn dressing. Obviously, I need to eat something. It's taking forever for my stamina to come back. And drink something. Just try and get this dude to blow them up. There we go. There's some wood. I definitely put this on way too high of a difficulty for a level 1 character. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff I need up there. Okay, let's back up. Damn it, keeps getting blocked. There we go. Now this makes him faster when you hit him. There we go. This is all cloth. It's still telling me that's the quest item even though... Shit! Even though I already have the cloth. Man, this was such a mistake putting this on level 6. And I'm not using the finishing moves like I should. Alright, you know what that means. It's time for another dressing. And another, actually. Can of soda. Oh man, it's so irritating. I just need wood. So I can get out of here. Oh, for God's sake. Standing literally right on the big piece of wood. Now we need one more. Shit. For some reason I never do those finishers, but it would make life a lot easier. There's that wood. Oh, stop attacking. Okay. Now we're getting the hell out of here. So we actually made 6771 XP, even though we could have made a lot more, I guess, if we killed everyone.
Hey, survivor. I see you like picking up everything that's
Alright, so he's telling me about the encumbrance again, but that's fine. Okay, so now he's going to say go up to the surface and make your trunk, because remember, we got to do that again. Now, you see this 96% and this icon up here? That means I'm encumbered, or I'm about to be encumbered, and that's going to slow me down. So we're going to have to craft a bunch of stuff, but that's fine because I'm about to level up my camp. Oh, it's night. And that's not where my camp is, so let's choose destination. Alright, so what I need to do is I'm going to destroy this other trunk and then make another one. I know it's... And this is what I'm saying, design-wise, I don't... Where the hell did you come from? It just seems... Oh, but they're level 1, because my camp is level 1. But this is what you get for deconstructing it. So we need to make another one real quick to finish that quest. Make the trunk, select it, place it, and then we're just going to destroy it again. Okay, so we've leveled up my skills. We can't level up my character until we level up the camp, so it's time to level up the camp. I don't have to be near it to level it up, but I'm just going to do this anyway. Alright, we've got 13,000 XP, so camp level 2. Now again, you don't want to just rush your camp and make it as high level as you can right now. I could probably get up to level 3 or 4, whatever, but that's going to make all the zombies around here in the open world, it's going to make them stronger, and I don't necessarily want that. So now that we're at camp level 2, we have new things opened up. Basically a kitchen. But you see, we need a cinder block, we need this wooden board, and it says if I go do that first time in the city quest again, I'm going to find this. So that's going to be something we have to do. Now that the camp has reached a new level, I can also... Whoops, that's the camp. There we go. Myself can reach a new level. So, now we're level 2, and you can see again, we're always capped by the camp level. Now I've got some extra stuff left over. Let's do a little bit of the skill stuff again. Archery expert, now that we're using a bow, we might as well put some points into that. I don't often get to the extreme hunger stage, which is why I'm not quick to put points in here. I just made the bar go down slower. Let's help our stamina. There we go. And so you can see we only got 500 XP left now. We can make a few more dressings. Actually, a lot more. We can make some more bows if we wanted, but we don't. And then nothing else right now. All right. So that's going to be all that we cover for now. I will probably do a part two of this, even though I don't know for sure. By the way, I'm now totally over encumbered. Um, but basically, you guys got to tell me if you like this and you like watching this. Let me know, and then we'll make a second one and show you a little bit more. Because there's a lot more to show you. There's guns, there's explosions, there's all that kind of stuff. But we'll check that out in the future. So thanks for tuning in. This has been How to Survive 2, and I'll see you guys next time.